In today's class, we will discuss about net.tcp protocol. So, net.tcp protocol is there and also TCP protocol is there. TCP protocol is very old protocol. So, with the drawbacks of TCP protocol, we will use net.tcp protocol. So, when you are working with TCP protocol, then multiple services cannot run with same port number. Same port number they cannot run. When you are working with this net.tcp protocol, multiple services can be executed with the same port number. Same port number means same port number can be shared between WCF services. So when you are working with HTTP, when you are working with HTTP protocol, then there also port sharing facility will be there. So using HTTP protocol, multiple services can run with same port number. In HTTP we can do it, but with TCP it is not possible. So that's why we'll go with net.tcp protocol. So here right, net.tcp protocol. Listen, see, when you are working with multiple WCF services, so consider that this is WCF service and here another WCF service is there. So two WCF services are there, and consider that here two client applications are there. Two client applications. Two client applications are there here. So here consider that here port number is there here. So here we will say port number as 2555 is given. Some port number 2555. Okay. So here in this example, if this service wants to communicate with this client, or if this client wants to communicate with this service, then using this port number, if they want to communicate, it is done. And here another service and client is there. So if they want to communicate like this, then it is not possible. In TCP protocol, then it is not allowed. So if you are working with the TCP protocol, then if I want to make this WCF service to communicate with this client and this WCF service with this client, in TCP protocol same port number cannot be shared. So it is not possible. So when you see this diagram, you may be having doubt, like assume that this WCF service should be accessed by two clients. One WCF service should be accessed by two clients. Then one port number is allowed, because only one service is there, two clients are there. One service can be accessed by any number of clients. It is allowed. But here the requirement is two services are accessed by two different clients. Two services are there, they will be accessed by two different clients. So with TCP protocol, same port number will not be used. So different port numbers we have to use. Okay. So when we are using NetTCP protocol, then port sharing facility will be there. So using port sharing facility, two services can be accessed by two different clients with the same port number. Okay, with the same port number we can access. So this concept we will call it as port sharing facility, or we have to use one attribute in configuration file, that is port sharing enabled equal to true. So when we are using that port sharing enabled equal to true, then one port number can be accessed by multiple WCF services. Right description. With TCP protocol, multiple WCF services cannot run with same port number. cannot run with same port number. By using net.tcp protocol, multiple WCF services can execute with same port number. That is port sharing facility will be there. Draw this diagram. Please draw the diagram. Listen. See, when you are working with TCP protocol is for .NET to .NET. For .NET to .NET, TCP protocol will be used, and net.tcp protocol also will be used for .NET to .NET. .NET to .NET means .NET application will communicate with .NET application, and the data will be transferred in a binary format. So why we are going with net.tcp is, so with with the TCP protocol, port sharing is not there. That's why we are going with net.tcp. This is also for .NET to .NET. .NET application will communicate with .NET application, and the data will be transferred in binary format between applications. So now we'll see the example 9. See, in this example 9, we have to write 3 programs. So this is also with self-hosting only. So we'll write 3 programs here. First one is WCF service, second one is host application, and the third one is client application. Right, in 9th example, program 1. Program 1, creating WCF service, or DLL file, Listen here, file a new project. Then here I'll select class library, C# language class library, and here I'll give the name as WCF example 9 is given, and location is D drive. So here project add reference. Here system.service model namespace we have to include. System.service model namespace. Here I'll using system.service model is given here. And here I'll using system.data.sql client. Here I'll use ADO.NET, and using system.data is given. So these are the namespaces that will include. And now here in this class here I'll remove this class, and here I'll create interface and implementation class. So here I'll say service contract, and now here I'll use public interface iService1. We can change the names, but I'm using the default name here, and here I'll say operation contract. Operation contract is given, and here I'll use data set. Then get records is given here. Get records. So this is the abstract method which is given, which will show records from EMP info table. So in WCF examples, we are using 4PM WCF. 4PM WCF is the database name, and here the table name is select asterisk from EMP info. So here EMP info table containing employee number, name, job, date of joining, salary, all these are given. And here I'll use implementation class here. So here I'll say public class, then service 1, and here we'll say implements, iService 1 is given. iService 1, and now here I'll create a method here. So public data set, what is the function name? Get records. Get records is a function name. So SQL connection, new SQL connection, UID SA, password 123, and here database name is 4PM WCF. And after this SQL data adapter equal to new SQL data adapter, then select asterisk from EMP info, comma CN is given. And after this data set, DS equal to new data set, and here I'll say adapter dot fill of DS is given. So whatever records are there in EMP info table, all the records will go to data set, and here I'll say return DS is given. So these are the statements. So here interface is created with abstract method, and that method is implemented in implementation class. So same old statements only. And here click on build WCF example 9. So here build succeed. Please write the steps.